Yo, Nothing's Normal podcast. It's your host, SpitX, back at you with another episode. Special episode today, man. It's one of my good guys. I don't want to call him Water Eye Brandon and call him my coworker. He is my coworker, but he's also a comrade of mine, a brother, somebody I've grown a lot of love for, man. So shout out to my man, Ant, man. Ant live from the 203. Shout out to Green Leaf Studios where we are right now. This episode is brought to you by Green Leaf Studios. Shout out to the big bro, Darren. You know I love you, boy. Shout out to GBA on the apparel. Y'all know how I'm coming, but enough about us and let's get more into you, man. Who I got sitting to the left?
Touchiinmoneyo, come from Norwalk, Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's for a fact.
Shake your hand,
Thank you for having me, bro.
Touchiinmoneyo. Okay. When I think of Touch Money, it's crazy. You know, I'm a hip hop phenomenon. I used to be into the battle rap, and Touch Money was something that they had down there. NH, shout out to the battle rappers and all that. Any affiliation with that? Touch Money
Nah,
Philly?
okay.
Nah,
it was my people's out in Norwalk. They had a little shit going on.
Yeah.
But they had a little Touch of Money.
For sure.
It was called Touch Money, and then it stemmed from a little bit of that, and from hustling shit regular shit that going on in the hood.
For sure. Before we get into that, over here at Nothing's Normal, we got one policy, and the only policy we have is we like to start the story in the beginning. We don't really like to start the story on page 50 to get a viewers an opportunity to get to know our guests in its entirety, like a lot of people, so we got to figure out how you got to what made Touch Money. Get to the ingredients of, who you are at your core. So with that being said, Touch Money, where you from, man?
I'm from Norwalk, Connecticut. Colonial Village to be exact.
For sure.
Suncrest, the west side. West side, the best side.
Yeah.
Pretty much it right there.
Yeah, for sure. And growing up in Connecticut, it's a big state, right? Connecticut is the state. Y'all own state for sure.
Right next to New York.
I'm a little, it's huge, very geographical.
Yeah.
What was the household looking like for you in Connecticut? You know the stigma with our people, man. Everybody's household was different. So how was it for you? Mommy, auntie, TT, pop?
My moms and my pops was there.
For sure.
Yeah, I grew up with my mom. They ended up divorcing, but
yeah,
I was with them for a little bit, and then I started being back and forth. Once we moved out the hub, we moved to Bridgeport, and I started going back and forth from living with my dad to living with my mom, and then that was really it. Now, they was always working and stuff, so I was always running around the hood.
Well, you say move out the hood, and then you said you moved to Bridgeport. Shout out to my man Fleur. He went to college up there. That's
the whole Bridgeport, like the hood too, though.
South Central to Compton.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's the hood too. But like moved out of Norwalk type shit. My town. Yeah, my town. Yeah, moved out the town. Sure. Moved to Bridgeport and shit.
Yeah. So growing up like that, man. Any siblings, man? Only child? How that went for you?
I got a lot of brothers and sisters on my dad's side, and I got a brother and sister on my mom's side too.
So Pops was on that. Pops moving around, bro. Yeah, typical. Yeah, you know how well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So growing up, man, how was the school system for you up there in Connecticut, man? Like I said, a lot of my brothers went to college up there. You got a lot of good choices of college up there. How was the Connecticut school? What kind of student was Touchiinmoneyo, man?
Our community college, like one of the best community colleges, but
okay.
I was all over with school. I went to Norwalk High, Brian McMahon, and Briggs. I ended up graduating from Briggs. That's like a school for like when you getting in trouble and shit. Okay. I wasn't really getting in trouble, but like I was catching little petty cases. This was before weed was legal. Yeah. So I get called like 3 bags of weed. Then out there, you catch a case, they expel you. So
damn.
Yeah. So I had to keep starting over, going to different schools. I ended up graduating from Briggs though.
You graduated though.
Yeah. Got it done. Yeah.
I appreciate
got my diploma.
Yeah.
Feel me?
What's some things you did coming up in Connecticut, man? Like, what's it look like? What's a typical day looking like coming up for you as a youngin', man? Community centers, sports. Was you into the sports?
I was playing ball for a little bit.
Yeah, you look like a point guard or something.
Yeah. I had a little shot. But I was playing ball, but I ain't really. I like the street ball more than the coordinated ball where shit, just running around with my peoples, having fun.
Yeah.
Regular shit, It wasn't nothing too crazy.
Right.
We had camp back in the hub, but
Yeah.
Regular, typical.
Typical.
Yeah, for sure.
So coming up, when you did finish high school, did you attend any sort of college, or after that was like, fuck that, we just barely scratched out of this? This is school.
I ain't even do college, bro.
Yeah.
I had did a little bit, then I came home. I was working for a little bit, and then I just got back to pursuing the music, really.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
What was the first thing you can remember as a child you wanted to be when you grew up, man? Or was it straight music?
Or
did you have another idea?
I wanted to play ball. First, I was balling, like I told you. I wanted to play ball.
Sure.
And I was just, I was athletic, like in middle school. Like I was not hockey, everything. Like I ain't gonna hold you. I was like good at everything.
Touchiinmoneyo Gretzky.
Yeah, I was good at everything. Like, but other than that, really basketball. And then I got into the music because I was the bros was doing it. Like it was me and my man's Cool to Crack, rest in peace, and my man's Lowe's Money, Free Bro.
Yeah.
We was like the Three Stooges, so everything they did, I wanted to do. Like for me, my boy was locked up. He was locked up in like juvie and shit. You know when niggas be getting locked up and shit, they ain't nothing to do, so they start rapping. That's where a lot of them motherfuckers start rapping. So he came home talking about he know how to rap. And then my other boy, like they I guess they had did a little song and shit. They trying to leave me out. I'm like, I'm rapping too. Then fuck it, y'all know how to rap. I know how to rap. Then we did a song. It went crazy. Then ever since then, we just kept it going. Then we kept elevating and elevating. At first, we wasn't all that, but you know, as we kept going, we started progressing with it and shit.
Around what time of your life was this? This after school? This was school's over? This school days over? Or this was like during the time? What's the time frame?
This was like during the time.
So how old was you when you started rapping?
Probably around like 16, 17.
Well, you was early in the game.
16, 17,
yeah. And what was some of your influences musically? Like who was you fucking with? What y'all got going on?
50 Cent, for sure. Cause like 50 Cent, that was like the unit. They was killing it around that time. That was like my brother's favorite rapper too.
Really?
So I was inspired. Yeah, he used to always be knocking it around me, Mobb Deep.
For sure. Really? Okay,
yeah,
old school shit. So you got older brothers.
Yeah.
All the motherfuckers who got the older brothers, they always tend to listen to a lot of the music that they was listening to. I got a lot of homies that's like that.
Yeah, exactly. They was always knocking that shit around
you
me.
know
And
about Mobb Deep.
Hove, one of my other brothers, his favorite rapper was Hove. So I started learning about him a lot, and Hove go crazy. That's one of my favorite rappers too. Really him, Mobb Deep, Weezy, of course, you know.
Yeah.
Big influence.
So you come up in that, it was still music. I mean, it's music now, but it was still bars. It was more so the essence of the cloth you come from musically.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I heard you say something about, you said a couple things that stuck out to me. You named a couple of your comrades, and you said rest in peace. You also, what also stuck out to me, you said something about a little bit. So let's talk a little bit about some of your traumatic experiences growing up, because over here at Nothing's Normal, I feel like trauma solutions, there's not a lot of solutions for trauma, and a lot of people who make it to a lot of places don't speak on their trauma, and it'll kind of give a distorted mind frame and viewpoint to those who come behind us, because they'll start thinking like the stuff that they go through is foreign, and they shouldn't feel this way, when in all actual reality, some of the people you know and love today probably came from worse situations than what y'all dealing with. So, can we get into that? What age was you when you said you jumped off the porch and started getting into, that playing ball in the street?
Probably when I probably was like around 16, 17.
Yeah.
My brother had passed away, and it was a lot of shit going on, like a lot of beef and shit going on for me. So definitely around that age, that was definitely a traumatic situation right there for me. Like I've been through mad shit. I had two brothers that passed away. Both to violence. Gang violence and shit, being in the streets. So that shit took a toll on me, for me. And one of my other brothers that passed away, he did music as well.
So we on 3 brothers at this point?
Two. Yeah.
Okay, 2 brothers that you lost.
Yeah, 2 brothers I lost, yeah.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Like I said, conversations like this could be very touchy.
Yeah, sure.
When you lost your first brother, how old was you, if you don't mind speaking on it?
Probably was I don't remember the exact age, but I probably was around like 17, 16.
And
that age.
I mean, that's
my first brother. I was probably like younger than 14 when he passed. I was real young.
Because that's different than losing a friend. You lost, you
absolutely.
losing this. Y'all got the same DNA, man.
Exactly. So somebody you done came up with, and
a situation like that. I mean, at that age, what are some things you did to cope with that level of pain?
Shit, for the most part, like I was just, I don't know, like I was strong at that age, like surprisingly.
Yeah.
Cause I seen a lot of shit, like growing up where I grew up at. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
But like, acted like, for me, I just had to keep my head up, man. You know,
Yeah.
I just like was under my mom and my pops and my sisters, and we just went through it together. You feel me?
Yeah, that's the best way to go through it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was your
shake your
family.
hand.
Sure.
Sure.
Everything.
Do you think that that played a part in the motivation and your hunger when it comes to doing music? Is it that motivation?
For sure, yeah. For
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Any tracks you got with your brother? Y'all got any?
Nah, we never.
any
He used
mu-
to always tell me like, "Yo, let's get a track done." But around that time, like I was nervous, so I ain't really, I wasn't really like putting music out around that time.
For sure.
Like for me,
Okay. So fast forwarding, past that, sorry, rest in peace to both of your brothers. Like I said, man, I want you to give the people some outlets to some things that help you get through those traumas, even if you didn't get through them all the way, that are more constructive than destructive. Because, like I said, coming up in the hood, what's understood don't need to be explained. Of course, that other side of how you start coping with it, and that's by retaliation and things of that nature. So I don't want to veer more towards that,
Yeah,
but
nah, I see what you're saying,
you
yeah.
might go for a walk, you might smoke a blunt, you might write, you might go do a song, you might listen to. Watch one of their favorite TV shows. I don't know, but give the people some things that you do when you having a bad day, or when your mind get to reminiscing on the moments you had with your family, man.
I like to like music, write, or sometimes I just I be on my dolo. I just like to be alone type shit. I just be chilling like just in my thoughts and shit.
Yeah.
Or I work out, try to just little shit like that to keep my mind off of it sometimes.
For sure.
Feel me?
What's your creative process as far as creating music? Are you more of I'm a rap about what I see, I'm an experience, or is it a mood? Is what you going through?
A lot from like experience, but lately I've been like writing like in the studio a lot too.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's definitely based off of experience, like shit that I've been through, you feel me? For sure.
And I like to ask a lot of the especially the rappers, like, are they more going in there with the song already written on their phone, or they going in there creating it on the spot, punching in, punching out?
I used to like make sure I got all of that shit done.
Yeah.
But like as I got like more going to the studio a lot and being in there, it's like it just come quicker now. Like I just put the beat on, I find the beat in the studio, and then I just punch it in, like, or I just write it and then I'll just go in. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's more. It got how you doing shit and it just get easier. Like your thoughts just start coming in. Like the more you do something, it get a little bit easier to do.
Absolutely. Consistency. That's important, man.
Exactly.
That's very important.
That's a fact.
Was you doing music back in the days where you had to actually write it on the paper, or you was already phones and shit like that?
Yeah. We was writing on the paper.
I like to ask musicians this question, like, is it a difference between writing it on the paper and writing it in the phone? I just feel like some certain recipes, it change over time.
It just depends on like your focus, because sometimes you in the phone, you getting calls, you switching over.
Yeah.
But it just depends on really on your focus too, or what's your preference like.
Yeah.
What's your preference?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's all that's about.
Yeah.
Really.
So
I mostly do the phone.
Yeah.
Write my notes. I write it down. Just be
Okay.
looking at it, or I remember it before I go in.
Yeah.
And just do it off the top.
Somebody's first time listening to Touchiinmoneyo, what's a go-to track or project they should start with?
Maybe 36.
36.
Because that's like when I'm bringing it back to the essence. 36, the apartment I grew up in, and in my projects and shit. So that I tell you a lot about my life story, shit that I've been through. It's definitely a good project.
For sure.
Yeah. I just dropped another project, me and my boy Bags, called Evil Side.
Ooh.
Then we got Evil Side 2 on the way.
Right.
Yeah, then I'm have a solo EP. I got mad shit going.
Yeah.
Shit going.
I checked your catalog out. I noticed you got some heavy hitters on the features, man. Let's talk about, some people that you work with, coming up in this music thing, man. I want you to tell it. I saw it.
I worked with Dave East.
Yeah.
I worked with Ot7 Quanny. I worked with I got a song with Leaf Ward.
Yeah.
I got a song with my boy Heartbreak.
For sure.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit going.
And
Those are definitely some good features.
Yeah, how does that work? It was organic. You just reaching out like, yo, let's link, let's bump, let's rotate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Some was more like personal that I knew them. You feel me? They know like mutual friends. They know the homies and shit. And then some was just reaching out really, or mutual friends like.
Who's some dream collabs you looking forward to working with, man? We hear the word dream and be like, I don't dream to be working with
Nah,
like,
that
who you fucking with? Who's somebody you looking forward to collabing with? Any kind of artist. It could be a singer.
I want to collab with Dirk.
Dirk.
I fuck with Dirk heavy.
Yeah.
Who else I want to collab with? I want to collab with 50, even though he old, but so what? You feel me?
50. They say this is a big rid. That's a banger.
Exactly.
Today.
Yeah, even though he ain't really on his music shit, like, you know, but still want to do something with 50, one of the legends. Who else? Some up and coming. Boss man D-Lo going crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta fuck with niggas that's up and coming too.
Yeah.
I'm up and coming my dance house, so yeah, niggas like that.
Musical goals, man. Do you plan on staying an artist? Do you want to, at one point, start your own record company? Are you into producing? You want to engineer? You want to pivot into acting? When the fourth quarter hit, man, where you see, you know, your career as a musician?
Definitely a label, turn into a boss, you know.
Sure.
Definitely, my biggest thing is just getting the music to the masses, you know, like getting that shit out there, seeing how people react to it, and definitely put the money in other spots, turn into just a boss, like businesses, like how Raw's got it going.
For sure.
Raw's 50, the acting, whatever. You know, just get out there. Clothing line, I got the clothing line going. This is my clothing line right here.
What's that? What that mean?
This right here, pizzazz, it just mean like swag. It's another word for like swag and shit.
I use that word too, pizzazz.
Yeah, pizzazz. Okay, yeah. So you too.
I'll show you the clip. Shout out to Meech, man. Nigga baked them. I'm like, yeah, you got pizzazz. Like, it just
that's hard,
fly.
yeah. But the brand called Hustle Struggle Pain. I just be doing like different collections and shit, fucking around.
Yeah. I get a vibe from cuz right here. Like, like when I interview like niggas from a certain background, it's almost like interrogation. Like I feel like cuz just in here like vibing, lawyer. So it's hard for me as somebody who come from both walks. Like I'm asking them shit. I'm like, damn, like it's hard to even ask that. It's coming from this standpoint. But you know, what's something that you feel like the trenches need to know when they start marketing and branding themselves and trying to transcend to the next level? Like, what's a good tip to give a young brother from the trenches, like, on how to deal with these people? Because we got to make these people comfortable to want to even deal with us. There's a lot of talent in the hoods. But I feel like we scare these people by just being who we are. So what's a good tip you got for another brother coming up? I'm not saying me, but just in expanding business and coming in contact with the civilians and all that. Like, what would you tell them? That's important. Yeah,
that is important. Well, basically, you just got to know how to, like, deal with and function with all different types of people, you know? You just got to be professional, know business, you know? And just be genuine, you know? Like, they say, like, what's that phrase where they be like, it's just business, like, but even though it's just business, I'm big on still being genuine with the business, you feel me? It's like, some motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. It's business, it is what it is, and you feel me? But I'm big on, like, getting to know people, building, bonding, so it's like, it's more comfortable when you doing the business. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm big on. Like, so just, like, even when I worked in, like, Westport, like, I'm from the trenches, Westport, that's a rich ass town. Like, I was building with everybody. I would know, feel me? Like, you feel me? Like, you wouldn't even know what I've been through. You feel me? Exactly. You feel me? You get what I'm getting at. You feel me? But yeah, just shit like that, like.
Yeah, and that's important too, because I don't like that term. There's a difference between not being street and then being a bitch ass nigga. There's a difference between being a street nigga and then just not being a bitch ass nigga. Street shit is not all street. Some shit is just, I'm a man, I'm not going for certain shit. We men. So I hate when people put this label as far as violence. I'm not non-violent. This might be a situation in life that causes me to be violent. What you gonna do? You gonna tuck and roll or you gonna be violent? That's not street shit. That's man shit.
Exactly. That's principles, morals and shit.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Coming up in Westport.
Gotta have that.
Yeah. Coming up in Westport, what would you say is one of the biggest lessons you learned over there?
Basically, like, how to, like I was telling you, like, how to, like, be more of a people's person, like, how to, like, just be more professional with myself and just expand and, like, build with people and, like, how to network and you feel me? Like, I met a lot of people. Like, I met motherfuckers that came in there that was, like, I met a motherfucker He was like, you wouldn't even know, but he was like he owned a company that owned Double XL. You feel me? Like you feel me? And you wouldn't even like, you feel me? It's crazy, like, but it's a lot of motherfucking people, important people out there that you could build with and bond with and meet, and you wouldn't even know, like they owners of stuff, but they just low key. They behind the scenes, like they, you feel me? Like so that shit was like a dope experience, like.
What's some things like? Where should I go if I'm going to Norwalk, man? If I want some good eats, man, some hood eats? I got the munchies, not no, Felipe Chow's Chipotle type shit. Send me to the spot that got the secret sauce that look like they need to, like the Board of Health or shut it down. But it's some food that'll touch my soul, man. Where I'm going?
Ain't nothing really out there. I mean, ain't nothing really out there.
I'm gonna starve
like
out there, gang.
Nah, you ain't gonna starve.
I go to McDonald's and shit like that.
You got McDonald's. You gotta go Chick-fil-A. You got probably go to like Chinese spots. But they got, shit, probably.
You ain't on the skinny side of things, guys, so maybe
like Jacob's Pickles or some shit. They got some.
Ain't no spots?
And they got the strip downtown. There's a bunch of spots down there, too.
Yeah.
But those is like more, I think those like a little bit fancy spots. I don't know if you want a hole in the wall or you want, what you.
Listen, man, send me to where I need a good meal. I'm high now. It's like, damn, I got to come back here, because I'm going to take an L ride to Norwalk. I'm going to go to, I don't know, such and such to get their chicken or whatever. I don't know. Where should I go when I got the munchies besides the gas station? Like,
probably gotta go to like a Chinese spot or something. Ain't no food in the gas station. I mean, or your chips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You acting like I gotta eat chips. I'm about to just. I'm about to go to Dorito Diner. Don't go to I can't go.
A Chinese spot or something. Chick-fil-A.
Like Stanford got Elm Street Diner. That shit.
Yeah. I mean, we got diners too, but I don't really be fucking with diner food like that.
Nah.
Post Road. You probably go to Post Road Diner.
Right.
Then it's another one up the block from there, Silver Star. We got some Jamaican spots.
Yeah.
Feel me? At the mall, they got Jacob's Pickles. They got a few spots and shit. It's just decent.
I was acting like it's the Great Depression up there.
Now we got like a Bridgeport or other shops.
Okay. So but I just wanted to talk to you about your campaign. Where you at?
Yeah, for sure.
So where should we stay away from if it's your first time in Norwalk, where it's like, you might want to make a phone call first before you go over there, man.
I mean, right now everything is cool. It's not like back in the day where it was. You feel me? Everything was going on, but you might want to stay away from downtown, South Norwalk. All the police over there and shit. That was fiends and shit, druggery,
Yeah.
Shit like that going on down there.
For sure.
But I mean, it ain't like it's dangerous, but you won't want to be down there anyway. So much police. The police station down there.
All right, man. Touchiinmoneyo, man. Final words. Where can they find you? What's your plans musically? And lead a Nothing's Normal community with some wise words from Touchiinmoneyo. The floor is yours.
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube, Apple Music, on all platforms. Touchiinmoneyo. And
how you coming, man?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, bro.
What should we expect coming up, man? You got some heat on the way, man?
I got a project on the way. I got Evil Side 2 on the way. Me and my boy Bags. Shout out to Kevin Mansa. I got
So it's two of y'all on one project, Evil Side. So y'all both on Bad Timing.
Yeah, we going crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, we going crazy, bro. I got my EP coming out. It's called Going Through the Motions, and I got more big features on the way. I ain't gonna say the names. I gonna see them. Just tap in with me on all my platforms. Touchiinmoneyo, 2 eyes, no spaces. And
that was the most definitive response he gave on there. When it came to his name, that's how you know he's a serious guy.
Can't find you, huh? You got 2 eyes. Don't say for me, no spaces.
Yo, listen, you gotta watch short niggas with hats and hoodies, man. I could peep his whole bout. Yeah, he's not the one.
Yeah. But we
and a beard too.
We all about good vibes though. We pushing peace,
For sure. Yeah. It's love, man.
Pushing peace, it's all love, man.
For sure. Yo, Touchiinmoneyo. Nothing's Normal podcast.
Thanks for having me, my boy.
Always love. Let's get it.